Short weeks are definitely super busy and really exhausting because you're trying to fit everything in that you would normally do in 5 days. No one was volunteering in the emails, so I did it. I kind of want to change my classroom theme a little bit. I know I've been kind of stressed about this project, but it was just amazing. Good morning. It is Monday, February 18th. Today it's President's Day, but we do have school. I've mentioned this in my past 2 vlogs. I know a lot of you have it off. My husband has a day off today, so it was really hard to get up in the morning when he was able to sleep in, but here I am. Today I want my kids to keep working on the President's Day project, and I'm going to do that while my kids are doing computers. So I'm going to take the half of my class that's working on Abraham Lincoln, work with them on the carpet first, and then vice versa. That way I can get to them, and hopefully by tomorrow, late as Wednesday, we can get all of that ready and ready to present. Today I also have a meeting after school, but that's going to be at home, and then we are going to go to get some pizza because my school's having like a fundraising night at a pizza place near the school. So yeah, that's the plan for today. And I also have to clean up my classroom because I did not really do that on Friday. What are we doing right now?
Right now I'm trying to put up 2 shortest tutorials.
Oh, this one's a little bit bigger, huh?
Yeah, so I think that one goes next.
Okay, so it is after school on Monday. I do have a meeting at 4. It's currently 2:39. So my plan is just to tidy up the classroom because my back table, as you can you see that? Is a huge mess. So I'm going to tidy that up a little bit. Tidy up my cube organizer in the back. You can't see it, but behind that red chair, there's a huge mess. I'm going to organize the tablets. The library for once is pretty good. And then I think that's pretty much all I'm going to do because I have a meeting at 4, like I said. I'm going to set you down and so we can talk about what happened today. Okay, so today is Monday and we continued working on our President's Day project. I posted 2 pictures on my Instagram story today about what we did. And I had a few of you ask like, oh, you have school today? Yeah. I'm going to link the resource that I used for this down below so you can take a look at it. It was not a free resource, so I did pay for it, but it's only like a few bucks and you can use it for so many different things and not just like President's Day. So last week we read about our president, we highlighted things about our president, and we took a few notes about our president. Today we filled up this graphic organizer for each president depending on what you were doing. Like I mentioned last week, I have half of my class working on Abraham Lincoln, half of my class working on George Washington, and then my goal at the end of this week, which is Wednesday, is to have them present, record themselves, and just kind of teach each other about their prospective presidents. So today, while my kids were doing computers, I held one half of my class to the rug. I pulled up that graphic organizer that we use, and I gave each one of them their own graphic organizer, and we filled it out together. For some parts, we were able to do it on our own based on what we remembered previous readings, or they looked it up themselves on their little book. If it was something that they didn't know, such as when the president was born, when he died, then we looked it up with Siri. It was fun and my kids were definitely engaged. I loved when kids would refer back to the little book to find the answers for the graphic organizer, because the graphic organizer asked them for the birth year, death year, best known for, 4 facts, and character traits. It was really doing that. It's kind of hard to do these kinds of things in my classroom because I have kids being pulled out for services all the time, like all day long. So as much as I want everybody to be doing the same thing, it's really hard because not everybody's in the classroom at all times. So I tried my best. So in the morning I was able to meet with all but 2 students from the Abraham Lincoln group, and then after that I was able to meet with 4 students from the George Washington group, and then I was missing a ton. So I try to do it during centers. Instead of doing my guided reading like I usually do, I called those students and we worked on that. I forgot what I was talking about, but I think I was saying how we're going to compile the information that we have learned and then just write our first draft. After our first draft, we're going to make revisions and then do our final draft. That's going to go on our little flip thing And yeah, so that probably means that we have to do the first draft tomorrow, which is very possible. Hey guys, so it is Tuesday afternoon. I just got done with a meeting. I had a ponytail earlier in the day and it looked pretty cute, but ponytails get me. It's been really cold today, but it was not raining today, so that's a good thing, even though we didn't have PE. Today we kept working on our President's Day project, and that went pretty well. We did our first draft, so tomorrow we're going to do our final draft and it's going to be done. I am so excited for it to be done because it's been a long project, and honestly, it's been a little bit stressful for me, and let me tell you why. This project has been really fun, and I can totally see the kids learning a lot from it, but it's been hard because hard to find a time in the day when everybody is in the classroom. I have 1 to 4 kids out at all times. I was kind of doing like a quick list or a rundown of when kids are in the classroom, and I only have a full class sometimes during our phonics and sometimes during our math. Other than that, I always have at least 1 kid out or up to 6 kids out, and that makes it hard because I can still do what I'm trying to do with the rest of my class even if 1 kid is out, but then it's hard to find a time to catch up that kid that was out of the classroom when we're doing a project like this, or kids will get upset that they're pulled out during this time that we're having. So I don't know, I'm gonna have to figure something out. I don't always want to have to do it during my guided reading because I think guided reading is important. Obviously these kinds of projects are important too, but I don't know, I feel like there's just not enough time in the day. I don't know, I'm gonna make it work. At least we're almost done. Like I said, final draft tomorrow, present it on Seesaw, and that's it. And also tomorrow's my Friday, so that is pretty quick. Tomorrow I get out at 1:30, and I don't think I have a meeting until 4. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean my classroom a lot tomorrow because my back table is a hot mess. I don't know if you can see right there, but it's a hot mess and it's hard to work there. But a lot of the things that are taking up my back table are the President's Day project. Like I said, I'm so happy with how they're turning out. I wanted to talk about this last vlog, but I didn't, but I kind of want to change my classroom theme a little bit. Right now I would consider my theme like an Astro Brights theme. It's pretty minimal as far as walls and stuff like that, but there are definitely pops of color everywhere. Stools, rainbow cards, bulletin board, and stuff like that. But I want to neutralize it a little bit more. So I bought this like Fadeless Paper. I'll insert a picture right here. After seeing it on Upper Elementary Adventures on Instagram, she uses this on her classroom. And I plan on putting it on this and this front wall, and maybe that back wall, and then eventually painting that wall white so it matches the wall that you're not seeing right now. Like that will tone things down a little bit, also brighten things up. My classroom is not super bright, which honestly sometimes gets to me. I just really love natural light so much. I don't have a lot of it, so I'm trying to see what I can do to but anyway, I want to do that to the walls, and then my colors, instead of them being like bright blue, bright green, yellow, orange, and pink, I want it to be just like very neutral, so like white, black, and gray, and just pops of green, but not like bright green, but like plant green. So I'm gonna have like fake plants and stuff like that in here. I have this, and I have one over there. I don't know if you can see, I have 4 on top of my cabinet, so I kind of want to have that. Hey guys, it is Wednesday and it is my Friday. It is after school, so the kids are actually in the cafeteria. I think they're gonna come back, so I'm gonna vlog as much as I can before they come back. But it was a busy day. Short weeks are definitely super busy and really exhausting because you're trying to fit everything in that you would normally do in 5 days. Yeah, today's my Friday, so I'm super happy about that. I hopefully am gonna get lots of things done. It's one an organizing day, so I might come in either tomorrow or sometime during the probably tomorrow because Alex works tomorrow, so I'll just be here while he's at work, I guess. Today we finished our President's Day project, and I'm so happy and pleased with how they turned out. I know I've been kind of stressed about this project, but it was just amazing. The quality of their work is so great. I wish I could show you, but it has their handwriting, so I don't want to show it, but I'm just super happy. I'll put a picture right here so you can see what the project kind of looked like on the outside, and then the inside had their writing. But they had a pretty good informative paragraph, every single one of my students, and it was very well organized. They used transition words. It was just great, and I'm super happy about it. And someone asking about information writing in first grade, and honestly I'm super pleased with this. I kind of want to make a TPT product around this because it was just really fun. Now that I think about it, I did have 2 readers, so that helped a lot. We had a graphic organizer that I linked in my Instagram story, but I'll have a link down below as well so you can see it. But we didn't really necessarily use all of it. So then for their first draft, I had it set up where it was guided, but they could also write and what they wanted. So for example, I had topic sentence, and they had a reminder like, oh, what is this going to be about? And then I had what number was your president and when was he alive. So they'd be like, oh, George Washington, it was the first president, he was alive in 1732 or something like that. I don't remember. So this is kind of what they look like. They painted their own folders, they made their little crafts. So this is about George Washington, and this was a great way to fit in social studies standards because I feel like that often gets neglected or pushed to the side. So our next big project like this is gonna be a science-based project, probably about like liquid gases and solids. Maybe I'll have to think about that over the weekend. I also just took on a new responsibility at school. There's a group of boys in the middle school that want to start this like anti-bullying campaign club kind of thing, and they were just kind of looking for a teacher for guidance. So no one was volunteering in the emails, so I did it. I'm just that kind of person. I don't know why. When something's asked of like a group of people or the school or whatever, and no one's volunteering, myself to volunteer and do it. So I told them that I would do it as long as it was after spring break, because that's when most of my meetings are gonna die down. So I guess I'm gonna do that. All right, so that is it for today's vlog. I know it's probably super short, and I apologize, but my week was only 3 days. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video.